Seniors, 3 vegetables you should never touch, and 3 you must eat. Have you ever thought that the vegetables sitting quietly in your kitchen, those same ones you've trusted for decades, might be silently working against your body as you age? It sounds unbelievable, but for millions of older adults, certain vegetables can quietly accelerate aging, weaken the muscles in your legs, increase inflammation in your joints, and even make you more likely to fall. And for seniors over 65, a single fall can change everything. This isn't fear-mongering. It's the result of decades of scientific research, including long-term studies published in the Journal of Gerontology involving tens of thousands of older adults. The data is clear. Not all vegetables are created equal, and some may actually harm your body's most vulnerable systems. On the flip side, there are also 3 vegetables that act like medicine, restoring strength, improving brain clarity, and protecting your independence in ways no pill ever could. In today's video, we'll show you exactly the 3 vegetables you must eat every single day to protect your strength, sharpen your mind, and stay on your feet. And the 3 vegetables you should never touch, especially if you care about your legs, circulation, and long-term mobility. And please, stick with me until the end, because the #1 worst vegetable on this list is one that's in almost every American household, and you've probably eaten it this week without realizing the damage it's doing. This is It's Better Health, where we believe your future doesn't depend on expensive pills, but on the simple foods you put on your plate today. So if you're ready to take control of your health, one bite at a time, hit that subscribe button, and let's begin this healing journey together. Part 1. 3 vegetables that are extremely good for people over 65 years old. Vegetable number 1. Broccoli, the natural armor against aging. Imagine this. Every time you place a piece of broccoli on your plate, you're not just eating a vegetable, you're putting on a suit of armor. Not a loud, clunky shield, but a quiet, green guardian that strengthens your legs, protects your brain, and keeps your body fighting inflammation at the deepest level. For seniors over 65, broccoli is more than just a side dish. It's a natural defense system, engineered by nature, to protect the very functions that begin to decline with age: mobility, memory, and independence. Sulforaphane, your cellular bodyguard. What makes broccoli so powerful? The answer lies in a remarkable compound called sulforaphane, a phytonutrient that doesn't just reduce inflammation, but actively turns on your body's own antioxidant defense system. Here's the science. As we age, inflammation quietly builds up in our blood vessels, muscles, joints, and even our brain. This silent fire slowly erodes mobility, disrupts balance, and accelerates brain aging. But sulforaphane acts like a firefighter at the cellular level, activating detoxification enzymes, clearing out harmful compounds, and shielding your cells from damage. In other words, each bite of broccoli is like sending reinforcements to every corner of your body. Why it matters most for seniors' legs and bones. After 65, bone density naturally declines. Muscle mass shrinks, and blood vessels in the legs can stiffen, reducing circulation. This is where broccoli shines. Broccoli contains a powerful mix of vitamin K, calcium, and antioxidants, all of which support stronger bones, reducing fracture risk; healthier arteries, lowering calcification; better blood flow to your legs and feet. In fact, studies have shown that sulforaphane improves peripheral circulation, helping nutrients and oxygen reach your lower limbs. This leads to stronger strides, better balance, and fewer falls, which, as we know, can be life-altering for seniors. And don't forget your brain. Cognitive clarity starts with healthy circulation and reduced inflammation. Sulforaphane has been shown to protect neural pathways, reduce oxidative stress in the brain, improve communication between brain cells. This translates to sharper thinking, better memory, and emotional stability, even as the years add up. So if you've ever felt foggy or noticed your reflexes slowing, broccoli could be one of the most underrated tools to support your brain. How to prepare broccoli for maximum power. Here's something most people get wrong. Boiling broccoli destroys sulforaphane. Instead, lightly steam it for 3 to 4 minutes, just enough to make it tender but still vibrant green. This method preserves its powerful compounds while making it easier to digest for older adults. Try adding it to warm grain bowls, a bed of quinoa with garlic and olive oil, or blend it into a veggie soup with carrots and turmeric for an anti-inflammatory punch. Even just 1/2 to 1 cup daily can make a noticeable difference over time. Vegetable number 2. Spinach, the hidden engine behind strength and mental clarity. In the quiet world of greens, spinach doesn't beg for attention. It doesn't have the bold crunch of a carrot or the vivid bloom of a beet. But hidden in its deep green leaves is something extraordinary, a kind of quiet power that can restore circulation, sharpen the mind, and keep your muscles strong long after 65. For seniors, spinach isn't just a salad topping. It's a therapeutic food and one of the most important allies in preserving both mobility and memory. Natural nitrates, the secret to better blood flow. Spinach is rich in natural nitrates, compounds that gently widen blood vessels, improve circulation, and enhance oxygen delivery to muscles, especially those in your legs. Why does this matter? Because after 60, blood flow declines naturally. That means muscles receive less fuel. Legs feel heavier. Balance becomes harder to maintain. Reflexes slow. But spinach quietly reverses that trajectory by improving vascular elasticity and boosting circulation at the capillary level. This isn't just about strength, it's about freedom of movement. Better blood flow means fewer leg cramps, quicker reflexes, and the ability to stay active without fear of stumbling or losing control. Brain clarity, memory, and mood. Spinach is also loaded with lutein and folate, two nutrients proven to support cognitive health. Lutein helps protect brain cells from oxidative stress, while folate plays a key role in regulating neurotransmitters that govern mood and memory. In fact, research shows that seniors with higher lutein intake perform better on memory and processing speed tests than those with lower intake. What does this mean for you? More clarity, better recall, and the ability to stay engaged and independent in your daily life. A shield for your eyes. Spinach also guards one of your most precious senses, vision. With high concentrations of zeaxanthin and lutein, spinach protects the macula, the central part of your retina responsible for sharp vision. This is critical because age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of blindness in older adults. By preserving your sight, spinach preserves your independence, your ability to read, drive, recognize loved ones, and move safely through the world. How to eat spinach for maximum benefit. Like broccoli, how you prepare spinach matters. Overcooking it can destroy its delicate nutrients. Instead, try lightly sautéing it in olive oil and garlic, blending it into a smoothie with banana and almond milk, mixing it fresh into a warm quinoa bowl or soup just before serving. A small daily handful, raw or lightly cooked, can deliver a powerful boost to both your body and brain. The bottom line: spinach may be simple, but its effects are anything but. With each bite, you're feeding your muscles, nourishing your brain, and protecting your vision. You're supporting circulation, balance, memory, and most of all, the independence that defines your quality of life. If there's one green to eat every day after 65, make it spinach. It's not just a leaf, it's a lifeline. Vegetable number 3. Carrots, the silent protector of vision, balance, and vitality. In a world obsessed with exotic superfoods and trendy health fads, the humble carrot rarely makes headlines. Yet for seniors over 65, this simple root vegetable could be one of the most valuable daily allies in preserving vision, stabilizing balance, and safeguarding your strength. Carrots don't shout for attention, but within every vibrant orange bite lies a natural defense system, quietly working to keep you upright, alert, and independent. Beta-carotene, vision's unsung hero. The most well-known benefit of carrots is no myth. They truly are your eye's best friend. Packed with beta-carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A, carrots play a vital role in maintaining the health of your retina, especially the macula, which helps you see fine detail. Why does this matter? Because as we age, we become far more vulnerable to macular degeneration, glaucoma, and vision loss. And when vision deteriorates, so does your independence. Vitamin A helps strengthen the surface of your eyes, maintain healthy tear production, protect against night blindness, reduce the risk of age-related visual decline. And here's the deeper truth. Good eyesight isn't just about seeing. It's about living freely. Driving, reading, recognizing faces, or even navigating stairs all rely on sharp vision. Carrots help you hold on to that freedom, balance, and neuromuscular function. Here's what most people don't realize. Carrots aren't just good for the eyes. They also support balance and neuromuscular coordination, two areas that quietly decline after 60. How? Carrots are rich in antioxidants that protect the nerves and blood vessels responsible for sending messages between your brain and your feet. When this system weakens, steps become unsteady. You might feel dizzy when standing up. You might feel a delay between what your brain commands and what your body delivers. But when these pathways are protected, thanks to nutrients found in carrots, you enjoy steadier steps, more reliable reflexes, lower fall risk, a renewed sense of confidence when you walk. Carrots literally help your brain and legs stay in sync. Metabolic benefits beyond vision. Carrots are also high in dietary fiber, which stabilizes blood sugar, lowers LDL cholesterol, promotes digestive regularity. This is especially crucial for seniors managing diabetes or heart disease. Blood sugar spikes and crashes not only strain the pancreas, they also impair nerve function and circulation, two key pillars of strong legs and stable walking. Regular intake of carrots may reduce that burden and contribute to stronger metabolic health overall. The best way to eat carrots. To unlock their full power, carrots are best enjoyed raw or lightly steamed. Avoid boiling or frying them with added fats. Instead, grate them into a fresh salad. Slice them into sticks for dipping. Blend into a smoothie with ginger and apple, or steam them lightly with a sprinkle of turmeric for added anti-inflammatory effects. Even 1 to 2 carrots per day can gradually improve how you see, walk, and feel. The bottom line. Carrots may seem simple, but they offer profound protection, from the sparkle in your eyes, to the strength in your steps, to the signals that keep you upright and alert. They don't need to be flashy. They just need to be consistent. Because when you're over 65, sometimes the smallest daily habit, like reaching for a crisp, sweet carrot, can echo into every part of your health. Your eyes, your nerves, your balance, your freedom. Part 2. 3 vegetables seniors should never touch. Vegetable number 1. Eggplant. The hidden threat to mobility and comfort. At first glance, eggplant might seem like a harmless, even healthy addition to your meals. It's low in calories, full of fiber, and frequently featured in Mediterranean diets often praised for longevity. But if you're over 65, there's a critical danger hiding beneath its glossy skin, and it could be quietly eroding your strength, your balance, and your freedom to move. This isn't fear-mongering. It's a science-backed reality that many seniors are completely unaware of. The problem lies in a compound called solanine. Eggplant belongs to the nightshade family of vegetables, a group that also includes tomatoes, potatoes, and peppers. Within this family, one compound stands out as problematic for aging bodies: solanine. Solanine is a natural chemical defense found in the skin and flesh of eggplants. While it's harmless in small doses for most young adults, research shows that in older adults, especially those with inflammation or joint sensitivity, solanine can trigger joint pain, muscle stiffness, nerve sensitivity, loss of mobility. It does this by worsening chronic low-grade inflammation, the same silent force that weakens the legs, damages blood vessels, and impairs neuromuscular coordination, especially in people over 65. How eggplant quietly damages the legs. The legs are your foundation of freedom. They carry you across the room, down the stairs, through the park. But when inflammation sets in, especially in the knees, ankles, or hips, those steps become shorter, shakier, and slower. Eggplant, when eaten regularly, may contribute to this downward spiral by weakening blood flow to the lower extremities, increasing oxidative stress in joint tissues, interrupting the signals between your brain and feet. The result? Suddenly you're struggling with balance. Simple walks feel exhausting. A fall feels closer than ever. For seniors, these are not small side effects, they're red flags. Because falls are the leading cause of fatal injury in adults over 65. It's not just physical, the emotional toll is real. When your body doesn't move the way it used to, your mind starts to follow. Feelings of helplessness, fear, and isolation creep in. You avoid stairs, skip family outings, and slowly, the vibrant life you once lived shrinks into a smaller, more cautious existence. Eggplant might seem too insignificant to blame for this. But if you're eating it regularly, grilled, baked, in stews or dips, it could be silently sabotaging your mobility. And unlike some foods, cooking doesn't neutralize the risk. Solanine is heat-resistant, which means even your favorite eggplant dishes may still carry this inflammatory compound. What you can do instead: if you love the texture or versatility of eggplant, consider swapping it out with zucchini, gentle on the gut, low in anti-nutrients, and rich in vitamin A. Mushrooms offer a meaty texture and anti-inflammatory compounds without the solanine. Sweet potatoes, fiber-rich, blood sugar-friendly, and loaded with antioxidants. Making the switch could mean less joint stiffness, steadier steps, and a powerful return of control over your body. Vegetable number 2, green bell peppers, the hidden spark of silent inflammation. They're colorful, crunchy, and often tossed into salads, stir-fries, and sandwiches without a second thought. Green bell peppers look innocent, even healthy. But if you're over 65, this everyday vegetable could be quietly fueling the inflammation that steals your strength. It's one of the most misunderstood vegetables in the American kitchen, and the truth behind it might change how you look at your plate forever. The inflammation connection. Here's the hidden danger. Green bell peppers, like eggplant, belong to the nightshade family and are naturally high in a compound called lectins. Lectins are plant proteins designed to defend against insects and predators. But in humans, especially seniors with more sensitive digestion, lectins can bind to the gut lining and disrupt nutrient absorption. And that's where the slow damage begins. Over time, these lectins may trigger low-grade chronic inflammation, erode the protective gut barrier, a condition known as leaky gut, suppress immune function, contribute to joint pain, blood vessel stiffness, and nerve discomfort. The scariest part? This inflammation often goes undetected until your balance, strength, or mental clarity begin to suffer. From gut to legs, the surprising domino effect. You might be wondering, what does gut inflammation have to do with my legs? The answer: everything. When your digestive tract is inflamed, your body can't absorb critical nutrients like vitamin B12, needed for nerve health, magnesium, for muscle function, omega-3s and antioxidants, for inflammation control. And when these deficiencies set in, the effects show up first in your legs and feet, often as tingling or numbness in the toes, slower reaction time when walking, muscle fatigue or heaviness in the legs, shaky balance or unsteady gait. Over time, even simple movements like standing up from a chair or walking across the room can feel unstable or exhausting. A common culprit for seniors with arthritis or digestive issues. Green bell peppers are especially problematic for seniors managing arthritis, people with IBS, acid reflux, or diverticulitis, those with undiagnosed food sensitivities. And here's a twist. While bell peppers in general contain antioxidants, the green ones, which are unripe, have significantly lower nutrient density than their red, yellow, or orange counterparts. So not only are you exposing your body to more lectins, you're getting fewer benefits in return. Cooking helps, but it's not a full solution. Yes, cooking green bell peppers can reduce some of the lectin content, but it doesn't eliminate it. And if your gut is already compromised or your joints already inflamed, even small amounts can keep the fire burning. If you find that after eating meals with green bell pepper you experience mild bloating, joint stiffness the next morning, a foggy or tired feeling afterward, it may not be just aging. It may be inflammation coming straight from your dinner plate. Safer swaps that taste even better. Instead of green peppers, choose red bell peppers, fully ripened, sweeter, with more antioxidants and fewer lectins. Zucchini, gentle, anti-inflammatory, and easy on the gut. Roasted beets, rich in nitrates for circulation and muscle support. These vegetables won't just support your digestion. They'll help keep your joints, nerves, and legs strong and resilient. The bottom line: every meal after 60 is either an investment in strength or a withdrawal from it. Green bell peppers might not hurt everyone, but for many seniors, especially those managing arthritis, poor balance, or gut sensitivity, they could be one of the most overlooked triggers of long-term inflammation. Choosing what to avoid is just as important as what to eat. And removing green bell peppers from your plate might be a small act, but it's one that could ripple outward into stronger steps, clearer thinking, and more vibrant health in every season ahead. Vegetable number 3, white potatoes, the comfort food that quietly weakens strength and stability. Warm, familiar, comforting, few foods feel more American than the white potato. It's there in mashed potatoes at holiday dinners, in crispy fries on a Sunday drive, in baked potatoes beside a juicy steak. But beneath the nostalgia lies a harsh reality. For seniors over 65, white potatoes may be silently sabotaging your strength, mobility, and independence. And chances are, if you eat them regularly, you may already be feeling the effects, without realizing they're coming from your plate. A glycemic trap disguised as comfort. The danger of white potatoes lies in their glycemic load. They're extremely high in fast-digesting carbohydrates. What does that mean? When you eat white potatoes, your blood sugar spikes rapidly. Your body releases a surge of insulin. Inflammation is triggered, and after a quick burst of energy, you crash. This blood sugar roller coaster doesn't just exhaust you. Over time, it damages the blood vessels in your legs, weakens circulation, and strains your nerves. For seniors, this means numbness or tingling in the feet, slower healing of bruises or cuts, cold, stiff legs, and even increased risk of falls due to unstable footing. And unlike other starches, white potatoes offer very little protection. They're low in fiber, low in antioxidants, and low in the nutrients your aging body desperately needs. The hidden cost to leg strength and mobility. Here's what you may not see happening. Every time you eat white potatoes, especially fried or mashed versions with butter and salt, your arteries experience a gradual stiffening. This process, called arteriosclerosis, restricts blood flow to your lower limbs. And when your legs receive less oxygen and nutrients, muscle fatigue sets in faster. Cramping becomes more frequent. You lose the power and coordination needed to move with confidence. One day, it might just feel like you're walking slower. Another day, you might stumble where you didn't before. And eventually, even standing up quickly could feel like a challenge. The culprit? Silent damage caused by a comfort food you thought was harmless. The cardiometabolic danger multiplies. And the risks don't stop at the legs. White potatoes raise LDL cholesterol, worsen insulin resistance, increase belly fat storage, and fuel low-grade inflammation that affects your brain, heart, and immune system. If you're already managing high blood pressure, prediabetes, or heart disease, white potatoes may be working directly against your medication and your progress. Even a few servings a week can undermine your efforts, especially when combined with butter, sour cream, or oil, as they often are. What about baked or boiled potatoes? While baking or boiling does lower the glycemic index slightly compared to frying, it doesn't solve the core problem. The potato is still a starch bomb. Its glucose load is still high. Its fiber is still low. Its impact on blood sugar and circulation is still significant. In essence, the preparation method may soften the blow, but the underlying damage still occurs, especially with repeated consumption. Better choices that truly support you. Instead of white potatoes, consider sweet potatoes loaded with fiber, antioxidants, and vitamin A. Turnips or rutabagas, lower in carbs, high in micronutrients. Cauliflower mash, light on the gut, easy on blood sugar. Quinoa or lentils, excellent slow-release carbs packed with protein and minerals. These foods don't just avoid the damage, they actively support your strength, brain, and heart health. Conclusion: every meal is a step forward or backward. Now that we've peeled back the curtain on these 6 vegetables, 3 that fortify your future and 3 that silently sabotage it, the question becomes clear. What direction will you choose to walk in? Because at this stage of life, strength isn't built in a gym. Balance isn't just about your feet, and youthfulness isn't found in a pill. It's in the small decisions, the vegetables you add to your plate, the ones you choose to leave out, and the quiet power of giving your body what it truly needs, not just what it's used to. Think of this video not as another lecture about health, but as an invitation to step back into control of your life, your legs, your mind. Choose broccoli, and you're reinforcing your bones and circulation. Choose spinach, and you're feeding your muscles and sharpening your brain. Choose carrots, and you're guarding your eyes and your ability to move confidently through the world. But remove eggplant, and you reduce the risk of joint pain and inflammation. Avoid green bell peppers, and you stop feeding silent inflammation that clouds your balance. Let go of white potatoes, and you protect your blood sugar, nerves, and every step you take. And here's what matters most. You don't have to change everything. Just begin with what's on your plate. Because every meal is a vote for strength or for struggle, for independence or decline. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these vegetables surprised you most? Are you already eating any of the must-haves? Or were you shocked to learn about the silent saboteurs? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story might help someone else make a life-changing shift today. And if this video helped you even just a little, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Because at its better health, we believe aging isn't about giving up. It's about leveling up with knowledge, with care, and with courage. Here's to stronger legs, clearer minds, and a life lived fully at every age. We'll see you in the next one.